But you've been in this business for some time. And I don't think people realize how long. So we want to actually go back down memory lane and what we call We Look Crazy.
We look crazy.
So we're going to look back at a few clips right here, starting with this first one right here.
Let us.
Oh.
This is what, circa 2004, you and Orlando Brown?
Y'all doing me dirty. Oh, wow. Oh,
Right off the bat, right?
I mean, just go right in. This is crazy. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, where are we? First of all, what am I?
You were ready for war.
I was marching somewhere. What do I have on the belt? Like, I really committed.
So, Drew, this is the ASYM's 12th annual Spring Benefit Concert and Awards in 2004.
Yes, that was 2004. I couldn't find my eyebrows that year, I guess. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, that's my bro, Orlando. So, you know, we worked on That So Raven together. And we really actually did music together. So we did a lot of work off set and off camera and bonded musically. So yeah, that looks like that's where we were hanging out. It makes sense. We were at a concert. Why the chandelier earrings, though? I must have not had a stylist. I must have not.
The times were different. You got to give yourself some grace. The times were different.
Yeah, very different.
This is 2007.
Oh, okay. Okay, she did a little bit better here.
Step Up premiere.
Yes.
Remember that?
I remember that. I had a glam team that time. And actually, that dress, I was in Us Weekly for who wore it best up against Paris Hilton.
Get out of here.
And your girl won.
Hey.
I was so excited because I was like, wow, you know, it's Paris Hilton, right? So I'm proud of that number. That was a good day.
I think this was around the time I was first introduced to you because I remember you being in the Keisha Cole video for the song that was on the soundtrack. And then there's a song you did with Mario on that soundtrack called For the Love.
Yeah.
Do you remember just that whole era of Step Up and what your headspace was in your career at that moment?
That was huge for me.
Yeah.
That was really big because even just to get that role, it was just a short list of actresses that they were looking at. And so there were some really big names.
Yeah.
And I actually went up against a really big name, another musical artist who was very well established. And she was in one room, I was in the other, and we basically had to audition with our lines, musically sing, and then dance. So we had to audition for modern, dance, jazz, because Step Up was really like heavy in dance. So they wanted to see like your training.
Yeah.
So thankfully, I did jazz growing up, hip hop. And so we had to show all those skill levels, and they kind of went between each room testing us out. So it was very nerve-wracking. And then, you know, when I did get the role, I was just like, wow, this is major. It's Disney, ABC.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. Channing Tatum, like, this is crazy. But doing the music, that was just another tier because I didn't know that was going to actually happen initially.
Wow.
So it just so happened that this soundtrack was in development and I had music I had been working on. And For the Love was one of the records that they just fell in love with. So that was huge. And then for Mario to jump on it, I remember I had a call with Clive Davis because he actually had notes. He wanted me to go back in and first of all, it's a sample.
Yeah.
Right? Straight from the heart, the function. So he was like, we need to replay that. And I learned that whole sample game. So the producer, we had to go back in. Whole game.
Politics,
right? So I learned that side of the business. And then he was very, very specific about the ad-libs, you know, that he wanted. So he straight up told me, like, take this out. You're doing too much. I learned a lot.
And when Clive gives notes.
What?
Yeah, okay.
You take Clive's notes.
You have to take Clive's notes.
Period.
That's the Don right there.
Period.
And if you don't, listen, Clive will tell you, Clive scales things, right? I don't know if you know this, but Clive has a scale system. If a song is through 1 through 10, 1 through 9 or 10. If a song is below a 7, then don't ever call
Get it
me
out of
again.
here.
So if he's giving you notes, that means he thinks it's an 8 or 9 or 10, and he just wants to fine tune. That's like the highest compliment.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because if not, you just never hear from him ever again.
Well, yeah. I mean, after that song, I never heard from him again.
No. I'm talking about in the moment. Like, in the song, you don't like
that
it.
was a big deal.
Crickets,
For me to be on the phone with him.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I was trying to register even what he was saying because I was just so, you know.
This is the Clive Davis.
Yeah.
That was a lot. So for me in that moment, I felt like I made it, you know? So when I say that, like, I felt like, okay, next is a record deal. You know, it didn't happen that way, but that was just the moment. And that was the mindset I was in. Like, I've arrived. Like, that was just the first nod to having someone such stature to, like, see me. So
it's a good sign. He was on the right path.
it was a good sign.
sign.
Yeah,
So-
check, you know?
So this next shot, Crazy Sexy Cool.
This famous and infamous shot. Yeah.
Crazy Sexy Cool, the TLC story, 2013. Where does your mind go when you see that?
That was crazy. Like when I played T-Boz, I really became her. So when I see this, I don't even see me.
You see T-Boz.
Yes, I went somewhere in this role. Like
Yes,
I
you
remember my family came on set towards the end of the shoot, and they were like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "What?" You know, and they're like, "You're not you." Like they really felt like I embodied her. They were like, "You're not
You
Drew."
did. You did an amazing job.
listen.
Did you spend
I didn't
time
even
with
know.
T-Boz to prepare? Like,
Yes, so actually, T-Boz and Chili, they were executive producers.
Mm-hmm.
So, but even before that, like when I auditioned, and I was a huge TLC fan.
Same.
And like I used to write like videotape, me and my friends would videotape ourselves doing all their songs. And I was always T-Boz.
Wow.
I was always T-Boz. Like that was my girl. So I felt connected to her when I got the audition. And then I'm like, oh, she's a tourist like me. Oh, she's from the Midwest like me. It was so many similarities. So when we got on set, it was like she was there telling me like, I wouldn't do that. Oh no, I wouldn't have said it like that. You know, every little detail.
But that could be
So,
nerve-wracking when the person you're
What?
acting like or becoming is there watching you be them.
pressure.
So was she kind of like encouraging you, or were you like, she's staring at me? What am I doing?
She was staring at me. I was like, yo, like, okay. I just felt her like all eyes on me the whole time because she's watching me to make sure, you know, I have to tell this story, not even just from T-Boz, but to bring Tion to the forefront.
Yeah.
So I got to make her mama proud, you know, her family proud, and then the fans who love T-Boz.
Right.
So it was pressure.
Now,
For sure.
I also am a huge big TLC fan, and I gotta say that this is some of the best casting.
Yes.
yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, you can cast someone that doesn't look like them, but it's a good actor.
Yeah.
This is top-notch acting, top-notch casting, delivery. I love this movie.
No, it's
because
incredible.
Y'all nailed it so well. It's
No,
just
you
so
nailed
well
it.
done.
And I'm working on a biopic now, and I'm literally using that as a reference point. Like, they got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all killed it. You killed
Thank
it, and I
you.
just great casting.
Thank you. That was pressure too, because I remember when we got named as the cast, it was like we caught a lot of heat for it. I remember even Wendy Williams got on and was
Lord.
like, "Oh, I don't think that she can play T-Boz," and it was just bad. And I was like, we showed up to set and we made an agreement, me, Kiki, and Little Mama, like we got to turn out the noise, like just focus, because if we take all that in, we're not going to be able to deliver.
Too much pressure.
It was
Too much
pressure. Yeah.
Another one from 2004 here. This clip right here. What do you remember? That's So Raven.
Oh my gosh, that is Chantel right there, Eddie's girlfriend. Yes.
I still love this show, yo. This show is
Yo.
so classic. What was this set like? Because it
Yeah.
seems like y'all were having a blast.
No, it was fun all day. And then, of course, like Raven Simone, you know, like her background and just what she knows and what she brought to this show. It was like she was always just pouring into us. Like, nah, we got to make it funnier. Like, talking to the writers, literally,
Really?
like, no, I wouldn't say that joke. I wouldn't do that. And the writers going back in the writing room, coming back with more jokes. I mean, it was physical comedy. So we were doing stuff like stunts and like mashed potatoes and ice cream, like always just some crazy outlandish stuff. So you never knew what you were going to do when you got to work that day. But when you left, you were like not the same way, like wet, like leaving tired, body hurting. Like we were really physical. So it was just great. We all really bonded. We were cool friends. You know, sometimes you go on sets and it's like, we're here to work.
Yeah.
But this was like, yo, we're kicking it. Like
Friends.
we are friends.